Howdy y'all, and welcome back to I Am Abled Because I Am Is Able. So today's a nice day. I thought that I would come out here and talk to you about something that's been on my mind this week since I just watched the wonderful movie, The Unbreakable Boy, and for some reason, of course, Instagram and YouTube has decided that I should be watching a lot more videos by other influencers who talk about chronic conditions, whether chronic pain, chronic illness, you name it. So what's been on my mind is my frustration that's stood for years with the concept in the medical community of calling a lot of conditions diseases. They call them diseases, or there's another term that they use a lot in the medical industry, when honestly, it's not anything that can be passed down. So for instance, I have brittle bone disorder. It's a disorder, but some people call it a disease, brittle bone disease. It's an older term that they used to use for it. Number one, it has nothing to do with the actual bones typically. It has to do with the connective tissue within the bones and around the bones, but I digress. There are a lot of other conditions out there that have the word disease or disorder, or I can't remember the other term that is thrown out there in the medical industry, that is just so frustrating because it is actually oftentimes associated with conditions that are just genetic, that you're born with, that you have to live with. But if people hear what your condition is, they'll think it's catching. And it's a really frustrating misnomer. It can really hurt and hinder people who live with it daily or that are just recently diagnosed for two reasons. Number one, if you're just recently diagnosed, you're scared to be around people for what you might give them when it's nothing that is givable, passed downable. It's chronic or possibly genetic. Number two, when people hear about it, when they're asking like, what's up with you? What were you diagnosed with? And you tell them, they'll be scared to be around you. And you shouldn't have to give a whole history of what this condition is just so that people aren't scared to be around you. So I really wish that the medical industry would start getting on top of switching their terms a little bit for things that aren't diseases that can be passed down, but things that are just, conditions. If we could do that, I think that would help a lot of people with a lot of conditions. Thanks. This is just your random PSA for the day. God bless. Ciao for now. Thanks for watching.